Let's go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Water to Wine podcast. Oh, I like that. That was cute. Okay, so first and foremost, we want to say hello. Welcome back to another episode. Introduce y'all to my wonderful co-host, my sister in Christ, the wonderful artiste. Yes. The lovely illustrator who stick with the pen, got the skills.
Don't hype me.
My sis Tay.
What's good? Y'all have been sincerely and sorely missed. I really have missed, branching out with our podcast. We still are on the collab. We still are collaborating with the Courtroom, 2 podcasts combined. So you can check us out on multiple platforms. But good to be back. Good to be back with my wonderful co-host. The lovely, your favorite actress, by the way.
Yeah.
So Jay, what has been going on? Make sure you introduce yourself.
So, hey everybody, I'm Jay Sheree. If you don't know, make sure you follow me on all platforms. So really just been recording in between while we get whenever time allows, because as we know, life can sometimes get kind of crazy and it's hard to find time. But working, got a promotion at work, thank God. So happy for that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And while we talking about congratulations, you want to let people know about your news? You got 2 things.
I definitely have 2 things. I recently got a promotion. A lot of people don't know I am in education, so I moved from elementary school to high school, and it was an increase on both levels, financially, spiritually, emotionally. And I recently illustrated a book. I partnered with the brilliant Jeffrey Hawkins and illustrated a book called Why a Father Needs a Daughter. So you can pick that up, available on Amazon. But yeah, it's just life has been really moving fast. It's really been moving fast. So I can definitely say the good outweighs the bad.
Yes, I love it. I just feel like right now somebody should just cue Blessings on Blessings by Anthony Brown. Just blessings.
And I might just
oh Lord, praise. Oh. That's what you do when he blessing you so much. Lord.
A chair shot, girl. Because when I think, hey, glory.
Oh, hey, glory. Hey. No. Okay, but seriously, we came back, like we knew it had been so long since we recorded, and then we were talking to our producers of our show. Big shout out to C and Trim, Kings of the Republic production company. They were telling us that we were still getting a lot of love, even though we have been in essence gone for so long. And while we love being on the collab podcast greatly, Water to Wine was where we started. It's our baby, and we couldn't just drop it. So we knew we had to find time to make it work and to bring our obviously loyal subscribers something and put out stuff that speaks to and for women. That is what Water to Wine is. Collab is really just men and women. We just discuss about the things that affect the Black community, pop culture, Black culture, everything. However, Water to Wine is a place for women. And it's a place for women to feel safe. And it's a place for us to discuss how things affect us. Because as we know, cue Beyonce, we run the world, okay?
Okay. And also, we were shocked to hear that we had so many male fans, like male viewers, who give such positive feedback and join the conversation and interact with us as well. So even though it is a platform for women, we definitely thank those viewers that are reaching out and giving us constructive criticism, giving us feedback, chiming in on the conversation. So we're very grateful to each and every one of you.
Yes, very much so. We love you all. And please make sure y'all share the word, spread the word, and let everybody know. So with all of that being said, as we've come back and revamped, a little of water to wine, we have decided to bring new segments and incorporate them into our show. And we hope that you guys love them. So it is time for our first segment. While we always trying to be the best version of ourselves and be so above it all, everybody love a little petty moment. So we gonna introduce our petty Pino moment. Pino, petty Pino moment.
Yes.
There we go. Pinois. Petty Pinois moment.
So before, what's so hilarious about this moment? This is my favorite moment. I don't knock myself because I like a little petty. I like a little shade, like everybody does. Like I
feel like it's good. Like I feel like
won't admit,
it's good for you. It's good for you. Petty is good for you.
If you won't admit that you are petty or you have petty moments, I feel like you're the pettiest person I've ever met. Because that's petty. Like, admit you. So before we delve into this, I want you guys to see this clip. Cue the video. Cue the meme first.
What's that?
So this is a meme of the beautiful Lizzo and the gorgeous Rihanna wearing similar attire. There is a difference. One has a little bit more love to give. And the other, of course, people love Rihanna. I love Rihanna. Like, I love Rihanna. Yeah. She is gorgeous, and she is like the body that anybody would want to have. She's talented. She's beautiful. They both are.
Very much so.
But I just want to read the caption. Can't be mad at one and not the other. They tag Rihanna and Lizzo. Hashtag Lizzo. Hashtag Rihanna. Okay. Let's hear what you have to
say. Why we got here with that? Okay, no. If
you are a Lizzo fighter,
I am listen. I am a Lizzo. I love Lizzo. Like wholeheartedly. I love the album. This last song that she did with Cardi B, I really wasn't a major fan about it, but I really wasn't a major fan of it. But in essence, I love Lizzo. I know people are like, oh, she do too much, yada yada yada. Oh, why she always got to be naked, so forth. I hear, I get it. My stance and my take on this outfit. This outfit, she was going, if I'm not mistaken, to Cardi B's reggae-themed birthday party. I'm not going to say that I don't see anything wrong with the outfit. I'm not. Do I feel like it could have been done differently? I do. I feel like, speaking as a woman who has who's been very well blessed in the upper area, when they defy gravity, I mean, I just know that they're like, it's just a certain way that I like for them to look.
Call it like it is. They were saggy. They were saggy, and they were like socially distant.
That's a socially distant boot. They were okay. They were socially distant, and then I feel like it was just like a bathing suit cover that she just put on. Like, I feel like she just took a bathing suit cover, put it on. I don't really know if she had on underwear. Like, I know she ain't have on no bra. We all know that. Stevie Wonder can see that. But I don't even know if she had on panties. Like, I don't know if she had on anything. I'm kind of torn because I don't feel like she executed it. I don't feel like she executed correctly. But at the same time, like, I am a firm believer in nobody said anything when Rihanna did it. That is my thing. She's very body positive. I love it. I feel like she's like, I don't care what you have to say, especially when, even though people are loving up on BBWs, like, I feel like it's kind of to a certain extent. It's like, we love up on BBWs as long as you wear turtlenecks and baggy pants. Like, I feel like that's what it is. While we have come so far, we still have even farther to go. And she exudes, like, Lizzo exudes, you gonna get the body that I give you, regardless of how you feel. Do I feel like she should scale it back just a little? Like, I don't feel like you have to be naked to exude confidence. Let me say that. Like, I don't feel like you have to be naked to exude and show that you're confident in your body. On the other hand, I don't feel like we should knock her for doing it. And then when Rihanna wore the same, well, not the same dress, when they had a similar theme to their outfits, I don't know how many years ago, because I forgot what award show Rihanna wore that to. And people are saying like, oh, well, she did it elegantly. It was like a Swarovski crystal diamond dress or something like that. That's the difference. the theme of it, like, she was still naked. You can still see her nipples. Maybe her nipples may have been perkier than Lizzo's nipples, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm actually kind of torn on it. I'm torn on it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm torn on it, but that's just how I feel. Like,
yeah, you definitely have the right. I'm not torn, and this, and it's literally because I've always had body image issues. I've always, like, in 5th grade, I was the biggest person. Like, since 5th grade, I've been in the hundreds. Okay, my weight has gone up and down my whole life. Here lately, because I'm getting older or whatever, and pandemically, I have not been concerned about my weight as much as I used to be. But now that, you know, I'm heavier than I've ever been, I'm concerned about that. So I'm conscious, and this is just me. I'm conscious of the things that I wear because of my shape. That's my image. That's how I feel about myself. I also feel like we have come to the point where we are so programmed to see fake bodies that when we see real bodies, it's like, oh, girl, you need to go see. It's like so double-edged sword, because it's like, you damned if you fat, if you too skinny, if you get surgery, if you don't get surgery, like, it's so confusing. So when you see somebody like Lizzo doing what she wants to do, like, mind your business. So with the outfit in particular, I didn't think it was tasteful. I didn't like it. I mean, I didn't like the outfit. I felt like you said it was a coverall that's supposed to have a swimsuit under it.
Right.
Like, I didn't like the outfit. I really didn't. I've seen her naked before. Like, okay, big deal. We should be used to this at this point. If that's what she want to do. And I see other people, even at that party, like, booty butt naked, but I don't even see the reggae theme. What was the reggae theme at?
So the reggae theme in Lizzo's outfit? In Lizzo's outfit?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess being half naked, I'm not sure. Because, I mean, I'm not going
like to... A part of me is like, let her do what she want to do. And people are so mean. Like, it gets it goes down.
Yeah, but comments. Because some people are saying, I've heard quite a few say that, like, she puts herself out there for people to make fun of her. And in my mind, wholeheartedly, like, I don't feel like I feel a lot of it is gimmicks. Like, in actuality, a lot of what a lot of celebrities do is gimmicks. It's for you to stay trending. If you're not putting music out, you still have to do something for them to keep talking about you.
That's what Kanye said.
That's literally all it is. That's all it is. On top of that, I'm not surprised at what much of any of these celebrities do. I'm not surprised at what they do. It's certain celebrities, I'll say that. It's certain celebrities, because there's certain things that I'm just not going to expect, like Angela Bassett and Denzel Washington to do. But then the celebrities that are younger now, I'm really not surprised at a lot of things that they do. I feel like a lot of times they do certain things or put out certain videos, and we be like, oh my God. What?
Because we're socially programmed. Like, we literally spend so much time on social media. Like, that's how we promote most of our podcast.
It's on social media, and we just don't.
That we're doing.
Like, literally, when the whole thing happened with the baby, and this is probably like going like off track, when he said what he said at that concert about the LGBTQ community, people were like, oh my God, how can he say that? Oh my God. And people were like, were you upset at the baby, or do you agree with what he said? I was just like, I mean, I'm not upset, but I'm not shocked. I don't expect him to be out here like giving certain statements. Like, I don't hold him to a certain light. I don't hold him to where I expect him to be an upstanding gentleman. I don't. There's just
stop having moral.
I don't. Y'all have they have these more of these celebrities, and then when they do, it's like, oh my God, look at him. Like, yo, The Locks. It was The Locks, and they had did an interview on the Breakfast Club, and it was just like, think of where he came from. He has probably not been in. So this is really how he probably was a drug dealer in, I think, North Carolina, wherever he was from. He has not been groomed. These celebrities and these rappers nowadays, what they literally do is they come out with a couple of bop, 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 and somebody in the executive office says, hey, we can market
you don't need the talent.
And they put them right out. You don't need the talent. You don't need the talent. So if you don't need the talent, you therefore don't have the education and the awareness and the knowledge and the tech. And you're definitely not politically correct. You're not going to be politically correct. So I don't expect, so therefore it brings me back to my original point. I'm not surprised at what any celebrity does. People are like, oh, they sell their soul to be famous. They sell this, da da da. And then let's think about it. She is, referring back to Lizzo, the only plus size artist out there now. I don't like when people try to compare her to Queen Latifah and MC Lyte and stuff like that. Queen Latifah and MC Lyte were coming out like how long ago? Like in the 80s and the 90s. It's a totally different world. And then look at what they were wearing. Baggy jeans and heavy clothes. Like the entertainment industry and the society that we live in is so completely different from then to now. So she feels like this is what she has to do. She has to compete with the Normanis and all of this other stuff of today. So she feels like she's set into what this is what she has to do. You gonna hate it, you gonna love it. And that's just basically at the end of the day what it is.
I beg to differ. Only with one thing you said. And I'm gonna leave it alone because I don't even know how to say it. I don't feel like that's what you, because when she came out with that song,
Which one?
Men gotta, whatever the song that says, why men great so they gotta be great. I love that song before I even knew who she was.
Yeah.
So it's like she's artistic. Her whole lineup when she does her videos.
Even when she's on stage, her performances, her energy, like
her energy is really high. Yeah. And I want people to stop saying for a big girl.
I hate that.
Yeah, I hate for a big girl. It just sounds like for a black girl to me.
Like
it's like I just don't feel like, I feel like she hates it and she loves it. That's honest to God. I feel like because she's always trending. Like on one end, and this is, on one end, you know how mean the internet is. So you're not going to stop being yourself, but you can't let the internet see you feel like you are feeling. Like you go on live and you cry.
Yeah.
That's weird to me. Like you can't let them see that it's breaking you because they're going to go harder. Yeah. People are comfortable behind a keyboard or a tablet or a laptop. People are comfortable. So seeing that people live for a living.
Yeah.
People try their best to be on the Shade Room, but the funny is it don't matter how cruel, hurtful, or punishing it is. Yeah. They will do that. My thing is, even like if you say for a big girl, back to the Rihanna thing. Rihanna has worn some stuff. I was like, I don't get it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I personally don't feel like you have to be booty. Like I would never. I'm sorry.
But you don't have to, and you can have that. But that mentality that you have, there are others out there that have that same mentality. Like, oh, you don't have to be butt booty naked, to sell records. You don't have to be butt booty naked.
They're just not as heavier. She's not heavy.
And that has always been my point. I know plenty of people who are like, I just feel like you don't gotta be butt booty naked to do this, and you don't gotta be butt booty naked to be an artist. Yes, you are the small 20% that think like that compared to the 80%. And then that small 20% that feels like that, they're not streaming those records. So even if you're not streaming the records of the people that are clothed from head down, they're not streaming, they're not sharing, they're not on social media or anything like that. So why am I going to cater to this small 20% when the 80% that feel like, yeah, you need to be naked is what's doing the streaming, it's what's sharing the videos, it's what's tuning in. They're keeping the numbers up. The people who feel like you don't have to be butt naked, they ain't sharing songs, they ain't listening to songs, they're not downloading music. They're not. They're just like, oh, I don't feel like you have to be butt booty naked, and they are probably 9 out of 10 older, so they're not into that. The younger generation, they feel like that. So right now, it puts the artist at a point where they have to be like, well, do I cater to this 20% and still have this and still have that, but I ain't making no money. I'm not achieving the dreams that I want of getting a Grammy, but I'm still sitting over here standing strong. Or do I feel people that's going to give me that Grammy, that's going to get me that notoriety, that's going to keep my song streaming? It puts the artist in a hard place. I really, truly understand that. I understand exactly where they're coming from.
It put her, now this is my takeaway. It puts her in a hard place, but even that 80, 90% are the people who are bullying you mercilessly.
Yeah.
So it's like you're giving and you're taking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're giving yourself your true artistry. You're on, you're laughing, you're giddy. You have a great personality. You're beautiful. Your hair is always, when you step out, you look beautiful.
Right.
And that's just me personally as a Black woman. Like, I always have seen like plus size women as beautiful. Like, I love her confidence. Cut it out. Like, I hate that.
It's so backhanded. Oh, you so confident to wear that? Like, it's just so backhanded. I hate when people tell me like, "Oh, you're so pretty for a big girl." I hate that, and I hate you for saying that. Thank you.
I don't even know what that means. Like, for a big girl, who
like
big?
When you're a big girl, like, you're supposed to have no confidence. You are supposed to be insecure. You're supposed to wear baggy clothes. Like, you're not supposed to care about yourself. You're supposed to be sitting in a house eating with food surrounded by you with pizza pies, fried chicken, and ice cream. And that's what you're supposed to be. So how dare you have the audacity to be plus size and be way over your BMI and then still be found attractive? Like, I had a guy tell me that I'm attracted. What draws men to me is because I'm big and I have confidence and I have a standard. Like, because I'm not going to let somebody treat me any type of way. And that keeps them intrigued. So because I'm big, I'm supposed to just let you say whatever you want to say to me and approach me and treat me how you want to do. It's not happening. It's not happening today.
I want him to leave the big part out because there are men who feed on women because they are big. There are men who feed on women because they're weak. There are men who literally can come up to you and try, like, every job that I've ever had, and this is honest to God. On my mama. Lord, please. Every job I've ever had, I've been sexually harassed in one way or form. Somebody has said something inappropriate. Not necessarily harassment, but somebody has said something inappropriate, unprofessional, maybe uncomfortable. Every job I've ever had. And I've always contributed to the fact that I have big boobs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Most definitely. You literally get those, like I could wear a shirt and like my smaller female coworker could wear the same shirt and like, it's like, ooh, you shouldn't be wearing that shirt.
With the white girls, excuse me, love you white people. Do you remember the white girl that used to wear the booty shorts?
Yeah, and we could wear those.
Put your hands to your side.
Put your hands to your side. If it don't come down, if it don't come to your fingertips, we cannot wear this. I remember I started developing at a very, very early age. I went to Catholic
third
school.
Grade.
So I went to Catholic school, so we had like button-down shirts, right? And so I didn't like it all the way up here because I was heavier, and so I didn't like it touching. So the next button down was like right here. So in class, like they would sit us like boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. So there was a boy that sat behind me. And so throughout the day, I'm like stretching or whatever. And so like one time I stretched, and as I stretched, like I had like leaned back, and I guess as I leaned back, like he could like see down my shirt, and he was literally just like, ooh, lean back again. And I was like, and I had got like so upset, like I was just so bothered. I told my mom, like I was crying because I was just like, I hate having breasts. Like I was just so upset. Like these are the things, like the grass ain't always
body image hate.
Like,
my God, that's where body image hate comes from. The attention sometimes is that, and that's why I feel the total opposite of like I could never. I can't wear my stomach out. Like I be seeing some people.
I had the confidence to wear my stomach out. Oh my God!
I be seeing. I don't wish I had the confidence because it be looking crazy. I be seeing some people like, baby,
some look nice.
Oatmeal pie. I've had a child. It's not going back the way it was. It's oatmeal pie, apple pie when it got the little.
Like the pies when it's like the little dips and they go like here, and then like here, like here. Oh, good night. I cannot do it.
Not for public consumption.
But that's the thing. a regular body. Like, you have a regular body. You are a grown woman. You have had a child. You have a regular, normal body. And the fact of the matter is that if you were to take a picture, not in any shapewear, not in any Spanx, not anything controlling your body, like, men don't even have to worry about that. If you're not wearing anything that does that, like, it's like, ugh, look at her body. But the person who has had all of this work done, and this is in no way, shape, or form shaming people who have had work done on their bodies. Do you, boo-boo, live it? You look amazing. That's fine. But in the same
spend that money,
in the same standpoint, the same side, like, let's not shame people who have regular bodies. Like, listen, it jiggles. Like, it
comes down. Like
it jiggles.
It changes my mind about what I'm wearing.
And if anything, oh girl, if anything, this is a sign right here that I've been working out to try and lose it, and it just don't snap back. Like, it just don't. Like, it really don't. So,
and it's like I'm not locking myself in the house for that. You know, I'm
not. Like, I be having like, wholeheartedly, I wear like an extra large 1X, but because of my realness, I'm gonna start calling this realness. These are my wings, okay? Because of my realness, I have to probably sometimes get like a 2X. Like, it's real life out here. Like, this is for real. Like, let's not.
Like, that's how it is. Like, my bottom is medium, and I'm telling you, that's why I said about boo. Like, if I did have the money, I ain't even gonna tell no lie. I would definitely transfer some things to the bank. Okay? For sure. But I'm just saying, like, literally, people don't realize, like, body image is not always about that. And I do want to negate something that you said. Men have body image issues too. They just don't speak on it.
They do, but they don't be out here. Oh, balding, yes. And when their beards don't connect, yes. However, they don't be out here trying to get a good shapewear when the old one ain't as tight as it used to be. I have not seen a man
not get the shapewear.
They not get no shapewear. They not get no
garbage bag workout thing.
Nah, don't do that, because I have one of those. Don't do that. I do have one, and I'll be like, I just am like trying to get it because it makes you sweat some more. But at the end of the day, the takeaway, y'all, is just like, body positive. Like, let's stop knocking people for a normal body, and let's stop knocking Lizzo, because, like, I like her, and if it's a mistake of what she's doing, like, let's just love her and keep it moving. Plenty of celebrities are making mistakes, okay?
Or shut up. Like, well, she's not gonna change her ways. Like,
right?
This is who she wanna be. Like, let her be butt naked wherever she go. You just don't do it. If you feel like that, you just don't do it.
Like, if she gonna be butt naked and you don't want to see it, just roll up. Or you can hit that little button on your screen and say, unfollow.
Or you can delete your account. Like, delete your account. If you feel like you have to bring people down to make yourself feel good at home, doing nothing, bringing up somebody else's stuff, you need to delete your account.
Okay.
I'm just calling extreme. Go.
That segment, I love it. I truly enjoy it. I love a petty moment. Petty, I love it. I hope y'all enjoyed it as well, because everybody needs a little bit of pettiness in their life to keep shit going.
I love it.
It's one of the things that I look forward to. Like, ooh, how petty am I going to be? When am I going to have my opportunity to be petty? And then just keep evolving as an individual.
I'm not that intense. Like, when I do get those moments, I fight back, because it depends on where I'm at.
I invite the pettiness.
I
sometimes.
resist.
Give it to me.
I resist.
But
most of the time I be at church.
That is true. Anyway. So what we about to do now, y'all, is we about to go into our topic that we decided that we wanted to talk about today. I believe I was scrolling through the gram and found the clip and sent it to my co-host here. And I'm assuming that as soon as she finished watching it, she was like, topic, we are talking about this. So before we dig into it, we're going to play the clip for y'all. Here it is. Take a look.
No, I just don't really think you have enough self-esteem to, like, stop texting me or not pull up. So, I mean, you could prove me wrong, but yeah. I think that you have a degradation kink. I think that you're enjoying my attention, just the simple fact of getting my attention. And, yeah, I think that if I continue doing what I'm doing, you're going to eventually do what I want you to do, because, I mean, shit, you can't do shit else for me, so you might as well do the only thing I'm asking. I think that you're starting to realize that this has nothing to do with me being insecure or nothing like that. I genuinely feel like this. I genuinely feel like I can talk to you like this. I genuinely feel like you don't have the self-esteem to do shit about it. And, I mean, I genuinely think you'll fucking do what I want you to do if I just keep treating you like shit. Because I genuinely think you have a kink for being treated like shit. But, whatever, like I said, I'm at Linux finna roll up. If you want to come talk about it first, I mean, you still haven't blocked me. You're still taking the messages, so... yeah. I think that if you really want to go on a date, you need to earn it, and you know that. I don't think you respect any nigga that take you out and spend money on you and take you to the fair and do any of that when you consider yourself fat and not particularly at your most attractive. So why should a nigga treat you that way if you don't? I think that you can't, that you're like surprised somebody can actually see this. And I mean, yeah, like I said, I just don't think, I think the way I'm treating you perfectly fits with your vision of yourself and your self-esteem. I really do. The fact that you haven't blocked me and you continue to respond to me lets me know that a part of you, even, okay, sure, ha ha ha, I'm going to send a meme. Yeah, a part of you is enjoying the fact that I'm talking to you like this.
All right.
I hate him. Like, I really...
You don't even know that man.
I know.
You don't know him. Okay, hold on. Okay, so before we dig in, I don't know if y'all were actually able to see the wording, the verbiage that the girl did on the TikTok. This is a TikTok clip. So when she did the editing, she was basically letting us know why he was sending, like what his voice notes were in response to. And it stated, all because I wouldn't suck his D. And she was like, and I hadn't heard from him in days. And she put a lot of extra S's onto it. So these voice notes were his response to her saying she would not suck his penis. Okay? Now that we have established the action and the reaction, because I'm a very firm believer that reaction has a reaction, we have established the action and the reaction. Now we can dig into this video, and we are going to state the topic that we are talking about. What gave us this topic? And I'll let my co-host take it away because she feels very passionately about this.
Can you manipulate somebody into allowing you to treat them anyway? Can you manipulate somebody into sex? Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Sis was killing that chicken. Okay.
Her energy with the chicken.
Free.
Her energy. She like.
And he was already
wrong.
Yeah. You started off wrong because you're thinking that she's entertaining you. She's building a case and put you on TikTok. The only thing she didn't do that I would have did was put a little picture of you down there.
So everybody can
I bet like really it starts so toxic. That's the male toxicity and male toxic masculinity that we be talking about. We ain't talking about you the one that cut the grass, the woman shouldn't cut the grass, the woman shouldn't do this. We ain't talking about that. We talking about the fact that he established, I think that this is who you are, so this is how I'm gonna treat you. A real person and not even a real man, a real person sees somebody that's insecure. If you genuinely like her in general, first of all, no call, no show. I ain't talked to you.
She said days. She said she hadn't talked to him in days. Like that's what it said. She was like,
and that is your rebuttal. You trash for that. And then you proceed to degrade her passive aggressively.
Yeah.
Like, I think that you have a kink for being treated like I think that you like being treated like that. So that's how I'm going to treat you. First of all, let's start there. If you are a person of substance, a person that's supposed to be somebody's husband, it don't matter what she got a kink for. If you're not into that, if you're not into treating people like crap, that ain't who you going to deal with.
Right.
Every woman I know, I don't care who they are, every woman that I know, I don't know about everybody else, every woman that I know has something about themselves that they don't like. Mine is my weight. Mine is my breasts. I hate them.
Right.
That is something that I don't like about myself. If I share that with somebody that I'm interested in, like, I'm so fat today, I'm whatever.
Right.
If you take that as me having low self-esteem, no, baby, I still think I'm the shit. Like, I just don't like that about myself.
Right.
I don't like him, talking down to her, telling her about herself, and sipping there eating chicken. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, she's very unfazed, and I love that energy. I applaud her energy for not letting his words actually get to her, because, like, let's be honest, like, words can definitely hurt. Like, I'm not even about to sit there and lie about that. Mm-hmm. I applaud her energy and the way she went about it. His words, his actions, like, for you to literally sit there and take the time. I don't know, like, y'all know about taking voice notes. Like, you literally like, so I feel like such. Like, in my mind, I visualized he was here like this, so put it down.
Passive aggressive.
And then it's like, and it's all like, you're making me do this to you. Like, I'm doing this to you. Like, it's deflecting. I'm doing this to you because you said this. This is exactly why it's so hard for people to let people in. Because I wholeheartedly, from what he said, when he was basically like, you know, you said that you don't feel like you're at your best, or you stated that you feel like you gained weight, so why would I take you to the carnival? Then he was like, you have to earn a date. So you want me to suck your dick?
Am I a child?
Go on a date?
If you ain't got no money, just like, say that. If you ain't got, if you gotta get your money
you
together,
gotta earn it. You gotta like words like, in order for me to take you on a date, you gotta like you asking for, like, you telling me all this. You're not even asking, like, you telling me that's all it is. Then for you to end it like, well, I'm down here at Lennox about to roll up, so you could pop up if you want.
You at Lennox. That's all I need to hear, right?
Like what is there for us to talk about? And this is the problem. Like, let's just call it what it is. What is that? Sexual coercion? Like coercion? Am I saying it correctly?
It's manipulation.
It's when you're trying to manipulate this woman to giving you oral sex. But you didn't do a good job.
Let's talk about that, though. Let's talk about that. You get a lot more flies. You get a lot more flies of being nice, but flies also attract crap too. Right. So you didn't do a good job of coercion, because nice people usually, like, if you were like, you know, I'm sorry, I had this going on, whatever, you probably could have wooed her, because you are able to manipulate her to think that these things, I ain't saying she believe it, but if you are able to manipulate her to think that she has a kink for being degraded,
right, and that's the
thing,
like,
you said that she doesn't,
and
you said she doesn't respect men who take her on dates, who take her to the carnival. So it puts me in a level of, because he's the man, he's the authority, he's the catch.
Right.
He's the authority, because you're talking about earning. You're talking about respect. Excuse me, sir, you just asked me to give you oral sex. Like, I'm some kind of porn star.
Right.
You need to earn that. If you want something from me that is that intertwining and that is that personal, I don't care what everybody doing on Instagram. I don't care how quick they're giving it up. I don't care how they blast you. I don't care about none of that. You're the one that has to earn it. Right. Because that is the antagonist protagonist relationship of sex anyway. Yeah. I don't care how fine you are. I'm not looking for no casual fling for 2 years.
Right.
I'm not looking for like something that, you know, that I just gotta give. Like, you're not intentional about me, and you think that after you said all this, you're like, oh, you could prove me wrong. Like, you sound like you are pretty sure.
Like, he is very sure. He is very arrogant. He is coming, and then, like, I really want to be clear about something. Like, he's not the only man out there that's like this. Like, let's be honest about. Like, we're going to be very honest. We're going to call it what it is. There are plenty of men out there who are like this. There are different ways of trying to pressure someone into having sex. He was very passive aggressive and manipulative, but you have the physical pressure, you have the neutral tactic. Like, there are so many different ways that people can try to pressure you into having sex. He happened to get the right one. But let's take it to the other side, because what if he got the wrong one? What if he happened to get the right one? That does feed into that. Though, like, let's be honest, there are women out there like this that would, if he would have sent all of those, after the first voice note, she would have probably hit him with the, you know what, yeah, you're right. Well, I'm going to come over to Lennox just so we can discuss this. There are women out there like this. Like, let's be honest and call it what it is, because not a lot of women are strong enough to say no. It's the attention that they like and that they feed off. It's the feeling of, I have to do this. It's the feeling of, if I don't do this,
I want to have somebody.
Yes, I want somebody. It is really when you get to the point of doing anything that you can just to have someone around, even if it's something that makes you uncomfortable. And that is where pressuring someone into having sex, that's a problem. Like, that's an issue right there. Like,
it's like it's really concerning, because that's where all these fatherless children are coming from. And what's so crazy about it is men, like other men, even if they're good or bad, they know about it. I often wonder, like, do men see other men like manipulating women to have sex, or see other men like dogging women out? Do they put them to the side? Like, because I swear on everything that I love, the people in my life, like, literally, if they like been there, like if they saw me being anything less than good to somebody that's good to me, oh girl, yeah, might not even put me to the side. Like, that's how serious it is. I often wonder, do men hold other men accountable in any way, shape, form, or fashion with this stuff? Because he walk around, he freely says that he probably got a girlfriend that he treat like gold. He probably got a girlfriend at the house. And he's manipulating her. They just fell in my spirit, Lord have mercy. He probably got a girlfriend somewhere, and he just want her on the side to manipulate and do what he want to do and keep her quiet. And he's the authoritative figure in the whole situation. Manipulation. I'm so sick of people. Like, it's not just men either. Women are like
it's
that.
No, it's not. It's women. Because the thing is that men do it with sex and women do it with money, and that's where this whole like, oh, if you want this. It just really came in my spirit that I just feel like I may always just be single forever, because this whole dating thing, like, I cannot, like, this whole frame of mind, like, I'm not even gonna speak that. I rebuke that.
No,
but what
you're
I'm
not
saying is,
because it's not. Like, this is what you're seeing.
Right, it's what you see that kind of, it makes you feel like, dang, this is what's out here. Like, this is what's out here, because it's men with sex and it's women with money. As much as I love women, I love my women, I love my sisters, this whole, pay my bills, it's so frustrating. And what it does is the women who are out here seeking genuine relationships, like seeking an exchange of love, trust, like faith, all of that, it's kind of like tainting it, because men are thinking that you really just want somebody that's gonna pay your bills. I don't need you to pay my bills. I get up every morning, Monday through Friday, and go to work and pay my bills. Savings and checking sitting good, and I have nothing in collections. Trust me, I don't need you. I am seeking something genuine. So therefore, men think that they're all women out here that are single are like that.
And I'm the same way. Like, with me, I don't want to ask anybody for anything. Like, I will literally struggle in silence.
Literally.
And that is something that because I don't trust. Right. I do not trust that because I heard somebody say this, and I was having a conversation, I can't even remember who it was, but it was the most logical ignorance that I've ever heard in my life. And that might not make sense, but when I say it, it'll make sense. The reason why men sleep with so many women, why some men sleep with so many women and act as players, and the reason why they're called players is because women don't have to say yes. So the more women they get to say yes, the more egotistical they feel and the more powerful they feel. So that exudes arrogance, but at the same time, it is a subliminal cry for help, because if you think about it, a man has to work with women that are worth it. They have to put in the work. So if they have to put in too much work, honey, I got all these other women that I could literally sleep with at any point, during the day, and they mean absolutely nothing because they have work to do that. So literally, don't have anything. Like, if I want to sleep with somebody, it's not going to be difficult for me because I'm not going to. They don't have to work so hard.
Yeah.
So
It's
like
literally
women, the reason why it is money, it is a game.
Yeah.
That's why they're called players. Like,
yeah,
it really. When I was having that conversation, it was like men have to work work hard just to have sex. Minimal, basic, lazy.
but why do you have to work toward it? Why can't you just let it happen? Like in the video, from what I'm taking away from the video, it's like she's in this phase of getting to know someone. The messed up part about that phase is just like you don't want to seem too eager, but you don't want to seem uninterested. It's from what it seems like to me is that they were talking for a while. He went missing. They had a conversation, and like he went MIA for a few days, popped back up. They were having a conversation. He like, oh, so you gonna give me some head or whatever the case may be? And she stood her ground and was just like, no, I'm not giving you no head. But why is it that you have to rush something like that? Why is it that we rush into sex so fast? Why is it that you don't have to work for it if you just be a genuine person? Like, just be a genuine person. Try to get to know someone on a regular level. Let it happen on its own. Why do you feel like you have to do it so fast? Because that's where this video comes from. That's where this video is coming in at.
But I feel like this, again, we should call this episode social programming. Because that's right? Exactly what has been happening. Like, on one end, we see, like I follow this Black Love Media. Oh, yeah. And it's like this, it's a page on Instagram that just that just shows Black love and nice little, and a part of us is like, I want that. Yeah. I want that so bad. But then we also fear commitment. We fear longevity. We're momentarians. We think about right now. Mm-hmm. We're not thinking about the future. We're not thinking about, like, I swear to you, when I had a child, my whole mindset was like, switch went on. I'm thinking about my 401k, my retirement. Like, literally, I'm thinking about, oil changes more frequently than I did before, because it's literally, I think about the future, and I feel like this world does not think about the future anymore. We're not thinking about long-term goals. We're not really thinking about, only thing we worried about is coronavirus. Nobody's concerned about HIV. Nobody's concerned about being a single parent. Nobody's concerned about the mental health of these children that don't have a father because they don't have a choice. It's just a lot. So yeah, I think, like, with me, that's why I'm saying, like, I am not interested. I'm just not interested in having more children right now. Like, my life is consisting of my daughter. Like, yeah. But that's just me. I feel like people still, like, I can't imagine me in the club every weekend.
I am so flabbergasted that people actually still do that. Like, people still do that in their 40s. And it's no shade to people that do that. Like, if that's what you do, that's fine. It's just not for me. I get tired. I have literally fell asleep in the club before. I promise you, not doze off, because I was tired. I was exhausted. But I am very saddened, and this, like, it's just very hurtful. And it's disturbing at the fact that we put so much value on sex, and people feel like it's okay to manipulate someone. Because let's say she did go down on him. Let's say she said, okay, I'll do it. And then she go down on him. This man went missing a couple of days without you going down on him. Once you
Baby, that was null and void. If she would have did that, I would have definitely DM'd her.
What are we doing here? Like, is this the standard that we've come to? Like, is this the standard that we have been brought to? Like, this is what we do now. Like, this is what we do now. We're not worried about getting married. We're not worried about building with anybody. We're not worried about a legacy. All we're worried about is that instant gratification, that momentary gratification, that getting head and keeping it moving, having sex and keeping it moving to the next person. That's nasty. And there needs to be some.
And not to mention, it is. It is, but the standard is that you are willing to sell your soul for the warm body. Just having to say that you have somebody, just to say that, and I bet you any amount of money, that boy is probably fine as he could be. He probably is nice looking.
He probably is so
you
fine.
Better
that's why I don't like men that's too fine.
Talking like that.
That's why I don't like men that's too fine, that's too good looking. Like, I don't want you to be too good looking, because 9 out of 10, there is some form of toxicity that is at a level of like 1,000 with you. I don't want.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't.
good.
You
He's
can't
probably
like, and
super
that's so
fine.
sad. Like, and that's so discriminatory. Like, nah, you too fine. Go on with your.
You too fine. Either you gay or you toxic, and I don't want anything to do with you. I promise you, because I will smack you. Like I'm very serious. I don't want anything to do with you. You too fine.
It exuded toxic masculinity. It exuded like an authoritative male dominance. Like, baby, your name's Zamunda. You're not gonna king me, okay?
It definitely gave like, if you don't do it, then I'm gonna find the next one to do it. Like it
and
was
that's okay. And that's what. That's not my issue. Once I put these out, it was already done.
Yeah.
Once I put this on Instagram, baby, it was already done. Like her level of, can y'all believe this? Eating her chicken, like it was already done. My problem is this person. I pray to God is going to change. I'm speaking that, but he may have children, and he's going to implant that into somebody's mind, into somebody how to read a woman's emotional state.
Yeah,
and he wrong. There wasn't nothing wrong with her. She had a nice head of hair on her.
Yeah,
she was light skinned. You know, people love light skinned women.
Oh, they love them.
Beautiful girl.
Eat them up. Like,
beautiful girl.
One thing that I do want to stand on, I do want to point out is there are men who would like see this video and not see anything wrong with what he said. Won't see anything wrong with what he said, anything wrong with what he did, anything wrong. Like, there are men who are like, well, closed mouth don't get fed. Right. Let it marinate. Like, I want y'all out there watching this, listening to this, to let that marinate. That, like, there are men out there who will literally listen to this video and be like, so what's wrong with what he said?
It's men out there that will literally listen to that video, negate that they're anything like that, and treat you as such.
Yes!
Like, they might not say it to you. And this is not a man bashing, because like I said, I've seen women like Brittany, what's her name? Brittany Renner. Let's talk about women. This girl, she is I don't even know. I don't know from whence she came. But she has a baby, Brittany Renner. She has a baby by a basketball player. And I'm sure he does not want to be in the line. He was a young basketball player too, like just came out basketball player. And she had a son by him. And she got on there and basically said that she looking for, she want to have another baby by a baller. And every time she goes somewhere.
I saw her before. Yes. Oh my God.
Every time she goes somewhere. I'm at Jackson State. Hide your son. Like, she has made a catchline.
Yes.
She has made a catchphrase. And it's like, why? What? Like, it's no shame in a woman that says, I just want you for your money. And men still know that. And men, just like with Future, baby, listen, if y'all saw that man flipping a Title Max sign on the side of the road, shout out to them people, because they be getting it. Okay, no shade, but I'm just saying, if y'all saw that man flipping a Title Max sign, he probably would have maybe still have the same amount of kids, because his mentality. But at the same time, to me, I don't know if I'm not attracted to him because he's not attractive, or if I'm not attracted to him because of his thought process with getting people pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't see how a woman could literally say, oh, I just want you for your money. And you get a baby and you feel like that is your life goal now. You don't have to work. Because this man makes $200 million a year.
That's because it's literally a check. Like, they look at their child as a check. Like, it's a form of an income. Like, this is a profession for people. Like, I really feel like this is how Evelyn Lozado got started. Like, she was just hanging out, basketball players and football players and baseball players, and hanging out at the games and hanging out at the stadiums and all the other stuff. And boom, before you know it, she's now associated with all of these celebrities.
LeBron James. Like, I love him. I love his family dynamic. I do, because it's like, you cannot be fat, because 9 times all of them women want that. Who doesn't want to be rich? I want to be rich, but I do not agree. Let me just say this. I do not agree with the mentality. I'd rather be broken and in love than rich. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be broke.
Okay, so because we have like literally get off topic, but stay with us,
sorry.
y'all. Stay with us, y'all. Like, I used to be like, ooh, as long as we in love, that don't matter. As long as we this, that don't matter. I've literally been in a relationship and stayed with somebody. Like, and we was like living with somebody else. Like, the power was going out. We was sleeping on an air mattress in his living room. Like, that was a situation. Was so in love with that man. Been there, done that. That was when I was younger. I am now 33 years old. Do I want to go? But I was so in love with this man. You could not tell me that we were not going to get married. Okay. Do I want to go back to that? No, I don't. I don't care how much I love you. I'm not going back to that. I refuse. Cold showers, no power. And it wasn't like I didn't have anywhere else to go. Like, I definitely had somewhere else I could go, but I was just so in love with him. And of course, because I'm a black woman, you gotta be a rider. I gotta be a rider. If I ain't a rider, then I'm a gold digger. You gotta be a rider. You gotta be a rider. Ride for your man. I was so in love with all of this stuff. And so I stayed, even though I had some place that had power. I had a bed I could sleep in. I was able to take a hot shower, but I stayed with him. I said all that to say, like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to be broken in love. That's not a good feeling. If we were together and we happen to make some bad decisions together as a unit and we fall on hard times, that's fine. But once again, that's where the love comes into play.
If we're building together,
yes,
that is a unit. That is a
but
unit.
To meet you,
if we're building together.
Yeah, right. But to meet you and you already here and you want me to come here, no, let you be here, me be here, you go from here to here. That's how this works. Life is about elevation. I can't. And then if that makes me a gold digger, I'm not asking for money. What I'm asking you to do is to see the potential that I see in you, baby. Meet me in the middle. Help me help you, honey. I see potential in you. We could be doing so much better than what you're doing right now. Like, let's elevate. Like, let's do more. Like, and it's only black women that's expected to do this. You must stay with him. You're supposed to be a ride.
Because you know why? And we're not gonna get on topic. Just like with that girl. I don't know what her mental state is. Like, that could be because in retrospect, social depression and depression in general, like, she didn't have any emotional, so we really didn't know how that affected her. Yeah. At all. And we really didn't know the prior conversation before that. We didn't know what her rebuttal was. We didn't know how that started. We didn't know any of that. And he very well could have been right about her. I hope he's not. I hope he's not. I hope he's not. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to get back to the stigma where and men require us to have so much. And the reason why they don't require it is because other races are freely giving it. Oh. You're giving submission. You're giving submission to a dude, to your boyfriend. You can show submissive traits to somebody that you feel like you're gonna have a future with. You can show like submissive traits. Like, if you're sexually active, you know what I'm saying? Like, your thing, whatever you're gonna do, you definitely want to keep it active. But at the same time, if you're not, there has to be a level of trust and commitment. Okay, sir, we ain't even on that level yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, other races show, and I feel bad for us because we have to beg, borrow, and steal. Yeah. To prove that we are worthy as black women. We have to literally, people come in with this connotation, I don't like black, just say you like other races. I don't like black women because now you've done the same thing that you said that black women do to men. Yeah, yeah. Oh, all of y'all, bro, all of y'all the same. I pray, and Lord knows, I pray that I do not judge everybody by what some fool did to me. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't want to categorize a whole race because it's beautiful black men. Go to our church. Yeah. I love to see them together. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shout out to the Green. Shout out to Sister Eunice and Deacon Green. Oh, they are. Love them. Just so beautiful to me. And that keeps me in a position that there is a possibility, even though that is a whole nother generation. Yeah. There is a possibility. It is. That love can look like that. Hope springs for a long period of time. Literally. So I want you to stop speaking against yourself, saying that you are not going to get married because that's something that you want to do. And whoever God has for you, please bend a little. Okay? Bend a little. Because kids be like, all right, look at them shoes. Not my type.
Oh no, not the shoes. Because now you're making me seem superficial. It's not the shoes. But I'm gonna tell you, if you put the time to clean the shoes. If you put your and you are and can't differentiate, I'm just like, why he text like this? I don't know.
You need to teach that man how to talk. I be making so many mistakes texting. You know why? Because I'm in a rush.
Oh yeah,
so I know anyway. Like if I never hear from you again, that you are.
I'm like, I don't know. Or like, if you ask me what I'm doing today 2 times in the same day, when I woke up, I told you what I planned on doing today. Like,
you
so are you talking?
You have
in my mind, I'm literally just like, okay, so you obviously talking like 5 different women. You done asked all of us what we doing today, and you can't line each one up. Ciao. Pray for me.
Have the same problem. I have 0 patience. Like I'm not interested in. I don't have any patience, but I have got to learn because in some like it's a gift. It's like you literally. I'm praying for whatever God has for me that is financially, circumstantially, that is in my daughter's life, that is in my life. I can't specifically because I don't know how it's gonna come. Like I talk about short men all the time because I'm short. I'm short.
I be feeling bad because I feel like for plus size, what plus size women get is kind of like what short men get, and that's sad. Like I feel bad. I feel real bad.
I think skinny women get it too. Like it's literally body imaging.
What they get? Please tell me what they get. What they get? What do they get?
I mean, she ain't got no body. Shot ain't got no shape.
I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again, and I stand beside it. A skinny 7, like fake size, a skinny 7 will get chosen before a plus size 10.
You need to get out of Gwinnett. Get out of Gwinnett County.
I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again, and I stand beside it. Point blank. Period. And
you got to get out of Gwinnett County. I'm sorry. Love, Northside. Graduated from Gwinnett County School. You got to get out of Gwinnett County. You have got to go to like Decatur. Girl. You might got to go and get a little hood. You know?
I'm like, you got to go
downtown Atlanta. Because it's like you have got to get out of the place where you feel like body image is not catering to us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you go to Mall, Georgia. You know, but if you go to South DeKalb Mall, honey, you might not be able to get out of there alive. Because they're going to be on you. Like, really, you have to get, like, there are men who only want to date heavy set or big women. I don't even like heavy set. Who want to date women with a little weight on them.
And they got gold. Okay.
There are people, not all of them.
I'm sorry.
There are
y'all. No, I'm sorry. We done went so left, and I'm sorry, y'all. We got on topic. I'm sorry, so we about to get back on track.
It just because it felt so good to be back again.
It did. I enjoyed it. It's time for our wind down. So this is, when we basically gather what we've taken away from this conversation, and in essence, the male in the video. First and foremost, I am trying to be a better person, a better individual. I really sincerely hope that you get some help. Seek whatever counseling it is that you need, whatever. But stop listening to Kevin Samuels. I don't know what it is, but like it does. It gets giving Kevin Samuels. But I want the man in the video too. And if there are any men out there like him that seem to think that that's fine, like I want you to take away from that. I want you to step back from that and understand that that's not okay. That is a problem. That is toxic, and you are a toxic individual. I also want women and men, never let anyone manipulate you or plant a seed in your mind that you have to do something that you don't want. If it brings you discomfort, if it causes you to pause and stop and rethink, 9 times out of 10, that is your instinct within you telling you that this is not okay with you. You are not comfortable with this. I'm a firm believer that if I tell someone that, hey, this is what you're doing and it's bringing me discomfort and it's bringing me unease, and if they keep doing it, that is an individual that I do not need in my life. I'm a firm believer in that. Please never let anyone make you feel as though you have to do something to keep them around, especially if it's something that you don't feel comfortable doing. Don't do it. You set the standard for the people that you keep in your life, the people that you keep around you, and the way people treat you. That's all, and you have the power. And I want us as individuals to start taking back the power that we have over our life. Take back our power, set the standard, and never let anyone make you feel uncomfortable in your own skin. Okay. Tay, what you got?
My takeaway is less intense. Because I like really feel like, you know, for the young lady, if that did, maybe because you cannot tell how that made her feel. It made me very upset. So I would like to just say to her, like, girl, please. Okay, you did. God exposes things. I swear to you, that was a moment. If you were ever unsure about this particular guy or another guy, he literally exposed so much to you about how a man could think and how you want to be treated and how it feels to be treated. You know, if it doesn't feel good to me, like literally, I'm learning, and you know this. We talk about this all the time. I'm learning that no is so rewarding,
powerful.
No, you will not treat me like this. No, I'm going to tell you how I feel. And if you continue to, because a lot of times it's not necessarily a choice until I've exposed this to you and showed you how you making me feel, and it's not a good feeling. So then I have to make my choices on who you are going to be in my life. Whether you're going to be a lesson or the reason why I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Why I will take my time in dating again. So to her, I just hope that it did not phase her mentally. I feel like he kicked her while she was already down. So that's something like if he's talking about her insecurities and he brought up the fact that he's not insecure, that reeked of insecurity and toxic masculinity. And again, if you're a woman that feels like, you know, feels like this, I don't want the hypocrisy. You know, and I don't want it to seem like we're bashing men, because I love me a man, honey. Listen, that's
good old chocolate man.
But I just really, my takeaway is just we have to love ourselves a little more. And I feel like, you know, that comes with affirmations, looking yourself in the mirror and telling yourself exactly. You tell yourself something 10 times or you hear something 10 times, that's exactly what it's programming. So then if you feel that way about yourself, you'll start treating yourself better, and you'll stop expecting people to do things and require people to do things for you. So so can I say that? But that came from literally I have been really and richly fixing my mentality of how I feel about myself, and that's where I got literally I have to tell myself every morning, girl, do you know how blessed you are? Because you can get so down on yourself, and so you start to see things around you and you don't realize what a blessing that is. So just speaking life over yourself and making sure that nobody is putting you in a position where you don't know who you are. You know, just make sure that you clean the house every single day. Every time you address something, make sure you clean the house. So that is my takeaway.
Yes. Well, everyone, it's that time. We want to say thank you for joining us on this episode of Water to Wine podcast. We hope you guys enjoyed the show as much as we did. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on Facebook. And you can follow us on YouTube. And
shout out to our co-hosts our producers who are behind the scenes every step of the way. Shout out to Trim and Wall in his absence. We definitely, you know, all love forever. So you can catch us on the courtroom and Water combined the collab. It's the C. We got a lot going on, y'all. And big shout out to thank you.
Yeah, because he came in clutch with this episode with all the editing last minute. Like, let's honor our black men that actually do good things.
Yes.
Like, y'all. We're gonna shine some light.
Thank you to all of our viewers who just keep us going, who give us all that feedback. We thank you guys for tuning in every single time we put out an episode. We are blessed to have you. Thank you.
Thank you, and we will see y'all next episode. Bye.
Subscribe for the very latest.